It's time to make the ground shake. Join Just Add Dirt Motorsports on February 7th and 8th for 2 nights of intense truck and tractor pullings. The action starts at 6:30 p.m. each night. Don't miss the power, the noise, and the dirt slinging thrill. Be there where legends are made.
All right. Kelty, are you in Florida, buddy?
Yes, I am.
How's the weather?
76 and sunny today.
Oh. Did Satsuma get any of the snow that everybody was freaking out about?
No, we didn't get any down here. No, this is north and west.
Good. Well, welcome to Let's Grow Points. Good to see your face, Mark. Normally, we put up with that guy over there to your left, but that Matt Hart guy, but he's not too bad. So
we're getting along. We're getting along. How's everybody doing tonight? Great to see you, Mark. Thanks for jumping on. I figured a little bit of Porky Bells and a cocktail or two. I might be able to twist your arm to jump in tonight. So thanks for
that's pretty much what happened.
Good stuff.
Matt, we're 11 days away from the Just Add Dirt Motorsports Park Extravaganza, hosted by the Kelsey family. And we are excited. Mark got an awesome call about some pro stock tractors. I'll let him talk about that. But Matt, take it away, buddy. We got 30 minutes, so take a deep breath. We don't have to sell no cars tonight. We're selling people to come and watch us in Satsuma, Florida.
Yeah, I've got one gear. You guys know that, but I'll try my best to make it legible for the closed captioning out there. We're super excited. 11 days away. Mark just got there. Saturday, Sunday, Mark. So that's exciting. He's there in one piece, and the crew's coming together. And we're going to start 6:30 both nights, Friday, Saturday. Get there early because Mark's going to tell you your admission is going to include your pit pass, right? And it's wide open. So if we're going to help grow polling in Florida, the best way to do so is show off some of those pollers. And Mark can talk about that a little too, how he had some guests come in and ask him about a couple of his tractors and what that was all about. And, it's kind of fun. So what is it, $20 a person? So can't beat it. And then the kids 7 to 11, are they 10 or 15? They're affordable. They're cheaper than a night out anywhere else. And everybody under 7 years old, like most of Mark's grandchildren, are free. So that's exciting time. So if spectators are coming out, love to see you. But we got some great polling action going to be happening, not only just local, but some national level stuff too. So there's one breath, guys. There's one breath. No, we're excited. Yeah, a lot of fun. Mike, you did a great job on the voiceover for a Chiefs fan. I think it sounds good. People are getting excited. You're going to see Satsuma, Florida. And Mark, how far are we from Mickey Mouse and his big ears? What's it, about an hour and a half the way you drive, or is it more like an hour?
Yeah, it's like an hour and a half, I believe. Depends on traffic.
Yeah, very good. If you just go in the ditch like some of those Floridians do, you can get there in about 45 minutes,
Yes.
But we're excited. You got 5 billboards up this year in a couple different spots. Is that right?
Yes, four billboards, and we were just out putting up 4x8 signs today in certain places.
Perfect. Can't beat that. And the weather's looking better. I see someone commented on the Facebook page that, let it be nice weather. Well, that's why we come to Florida, because we know it's not been great here at home either, but it's better. So we're looking good. It sounds like a lot of fun, and it sounds like mid-70s throughout the next 14 days, if I'm not mistaken.
That's what I saw too.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Outlaws.
Matt, that doesn't suck. I just want to throw that out.
It's funny because last year I was so excited about how nice it was, and it was 55 degrees at night at the pool, and I'm up there in my T-shirt, sweating, just having the best time of my life. And the people in the crowd had their coveralls on, and they're like, "It's a different kind of cold down here." And it's like, well, you could say that. It's a different kind of heat in July, but I'll take that 50 in February every day of the week at night. So it's good stuff. It's good stuff. Going to be a lot of iron down there. Mark, we know Outlaws being new this year. We're excited for that. What's your counts looking like so far that you know about your 5.0s and 3.0 trucks?
So I had a call tonight from the Smith family up in Michigan, and they're bringing 3 more 5.0s tractors down.
Oh, good.
They'll be here probably next Wednesday, They told
So
me.
they have Sneaky Snake, and I forget all of them. Kenzie, do you know?
It's,
Who knows what 350s they have? So
Yeah, I'm not real sure. I just know that Sneaky Snake is a name I'm familiar with from
Yep.
way back when. It's been
Yeah.
around
Oh,
since
yeah.
70s, I believe.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
Very
Well, we
cool.
would encourage them too to they can get pre-registered on the Outlaw app. Download that app, and it's super easy, just very intuitive. Go in there and click on event, and then they can go ahead and get pre-registered on that. And I saw on that app as well, it looks like we've already got 7 pre-registered 3.0 trucks too, which is a number higher than what it was, I think, this time last week. So we're seeing those guys start to trickle in there. So that's really cool that they can do that on this side from the Outlaws as well.
Yeah, I think we're waiting on Kentucky right this weekend. Jason alluded to that with the video with Full Pull. I think Mark said a lot of those guys, if they survive that and they're ready to come to Florida, they're on their way. I think 40-50% of the people you talk to, it sounds like if they get through, is it Murfreesboro, right?
yeah, Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
Yeah, Tennessee. I'm sorry. Yeah, my fault. The only 10 I see is in Kentucky, apparently. But no, get to Tennessee, get through that, and then keep heading southeast down to Satsuma. It's on the way, right?
that's right.
Yeah, it's not far. It's not that far all the way at all. It's a great place. Fans, I've been there. We talked. Mark's a dirt guy. He brought Georgia Clay down into Florida to build a power track. Scott Tedder went like 400 feet last year, got hooked up and got rolling the floor ones. We're picking their front ends up and carrying them. It's a power track, and I know we have some Grand National and big time PPL mini rods. Jeff Hurt's bringing 2. Cody Singletary's bringing 2. Lindsey and Brad or Kevin Campbell are coming. Brad has a decent super stock. I know Kevin Hill's coming down. We should have 10 to 12 of some of the biggest mini rods in the country coming down as well. So we're excited for that. So excited for that.
Well, I can't beat it. Mark here, he'll build a track that can sustain it too. I think a lot of people, we talk about it each week, God bless you. Down in Florida, there's a lot of sand, which is great because it drains, but sometimes you need that clay, and some of that red dirt packs in real nice. And Mark, you were telling me, are they silo covers? What do you use that cover the track? Because you've used them up north here during our Winnebago County Fair too. What do you use to cover the track to keep it dry during the day, like a baseball field?
Yeah, they're 100 by 100 pit silo covers. Yep, straight. I brought them down from Wisconsin, up by Monroe's where I get them.
Yeah, and we see Terry Earls, right? He's with Bull Snot, and they're going to add $500 on the 3.0 class Saturday night. Is that right?
To the winner, Matt.
The winner. Yep.
Yeah, winner take all in that $500, because if you're not first, you're last. I like that. So Bull's not helping us out there. We can talk about light super tractors too. How have you heard from anybody new on that, Mark? We know yours is did you get it down there? Did you get your tractor down there? Is somebody driving that down? Maybe it's Mr. Jordan driving it down for you.
Yeah, no. Don Demas and his wife are bringing it down for me the week of the pull. So I flew straight here from Washington State, been working out there. So they're going to bring it down for me along with the stock farm tractor I have, or altered farm, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, Mark, that thing's not stock. It looks stock, but until you crack the throttle.
Yeah, it's stock appearing.
Yeah, it's stock appearing.
Yeah.
It appears stock until he opens the throttle and then the whole sky turns black.
Well,
And you go, okay. It's the only time I've seen Mark's hair move a little bit is he's going so fast without a helmet. See, so but he's still smiling, which is good
It's
news.
a good time. I love that thing. It's so much fun.
That poll we went to in Winnebago that Mark had, those guys were going 390 feet. Old Matt, that was ISP, right, Matt? And then we had some other classes, right?
Yeah. So you'll get some stock ones out of there. It's a lot of fun, and they got a good turnout up there. They know Mark builds a good track like he's building in Florida, and you're right, man. They're going 380, 390 feet, and they're doing it. They're flying. They got bugs in their teeth, and they're proud of it too. It's like, okay, stock, sure, and I'm sober tonight.
Are you sure?
I'm gonna ask you that same thing.
Oh, that's great. And then this will all be live streamed as well on Full Pull. And Jason, we going to have some games going on down there in conjunction with that, or
next week? Mark and I are going to get together in the lineups, and we'll submit them into. We'll have some head-to-head matchups probably for those people that want to, who do you think will do the best out of these? So, based upon what we're hearing, I'll reach out to Mark next Monday or Tuesday, and then send that over to the people at Full Pull. check that out.
Yep. So for those of us who are, stuck in Missouri because we have to teach on Friday or whatever's going on there, we will be able to get our teeth on some live pulling action on full pull. And of course, if you don't have full pull, why not? And now's a great time to get it. And if you do have full pull, excellent time to dive in there and look at that and play the games and be a part of it. So great way to experience it all over the country.
Yeah, I'm
Super
excited
Bowl
to get
weekend with big pulling,
Exactly.
So,
It's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. We got Murfreesboro, Tennessee this weekend. Again, all you 5.0s and 3.0 diesel trucks. But they run light supers there too, right, Kelsey? At Murfreesboro?
Yes, they do. Yeah.
Okay. So we need to talk to everybody this weekend, Kenzie. Get them down there.
I've had I think 3 inquire. I know there's 2 coming for sure. Hopefully, we're gonna have some more come out of there. There's some talk of it. So, yep.
And then some of our classes more regionally, that your naturally aspirated mini class will be huge, Mark. We had 16 or 20 last year. Matt, do you remember exactly?
Yeah, I think it was like 24. Honestly, It was just a huge turnout for the NA minis. I know a couple of the Northerners said they can't make it this year. Our old buddy Chuck Hobbs is stuck up north this year, but I think you'll still see 20 and a lot of local representation there, which is super fun. So not only for the fans, but, this poll didn't exist, 4 or 5 years ago, Mark. So, just having it gives them another one to hang out at and even tech and tune if they want to. There's bragging rights for this show.
Yeah, I believe we're probably going to have to split up the natural minis for big and small block class, because I think we've got maybe 6 to 8 big blocks coming and probably 15 to 20 small blocks. So we'll be dividing those up.
Yeah, great to show that to the crowd a little bit. And then, of course, you've got your supercharged, the big boys, too, which is kind of fun contrast throughout the show. And they're not pulling for any points, for the season. They're just coming down to hang out with us in Florida and have a great time and, do some bragging rights for the Satsuma show, right? And love that picture, by the way.
Yep.
Yeah, those are some of the big minis that you're going to see. That's one of Singletary's. I think that's Carolina Night Train 1. We took that picture. Kenzie did, right?
Yeah, North Carolina.
And Raleigh. And Cody's coming down with 2. Like I said, Jeff Hurt's coming down with a couple. He texted me this morning and asked me if I was going. Mark, he's like, we got to go to that bar and do all those lemon. Were those lemon drops or lemon shots?
Yeah.
What were we doing?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
Yeah, we already warned Cheyenne's down the road that we'll be in.
That they're coming down.
Good. Yeah, tell them get some extra help. They're going to need it because here we come. Here we come. Yeah, Jeff was bellied up to the bar pretty tight there. I think he enjoyed himself. We were all having a good time that first night for sure.
Kenzie, go find the Facebook post today. I posted, said, who post a picture if you're coming. Not everybody, but just I want the fans in Florida to realize that they're seeing some national stuff, and that's fun. Holt might come. I think we're kind of counting on it.
Mm-hmm.
Today, they said if you're coming to Satsuma, post a picture right there. Yeah,
went past her.
So go down to the comments.
Boys coming. Oh,
You click on the comments,
that's
and then click on each picture.
Remember, you need her to help you. Don't get sassy.
No, we've been fighting all night. Don't worry.
Okay.
well, the post I couldn't read. I'm like,
Who's winning the fight so far?
Kenzie always wins.
Good.
We're going to have some full pull bats on.
These
Who
are
wins the
some of the
battle
3.0 diesel trucks. That's a great shot by Jesse Post. That'd be Cloverdale. Is that full Cloverdale, Kenzie?
Yep.
Okay. So that's some of the 3.0 diesel trucks you see. They don't have to put the smoke tubes on outside, but that's for indoor pulling there. I'll have Kenzie flip through all these here. That's the redheaded stepchild. That picture's from Zellwood, just up the road or down the road. Doug, which way? Down the road from Zellwood. That's the redheaded stepchild of Anthony Hoisington. That's the V8 class, the V8 hot rod tractors. Here's another 3.0 diesel trucks.
I believe we have 7 to 8 of those V8 tractors coming.
Good. We have somebody coming from Indonesia. Pri Capius is coming from Indonesia.
Big pulling fan. We hear from him a lot.
Yeah, we do. I love this thing. That's a little natural aspirated too. That's got cool stance. Can you zoom in on that, Kenzie? That's got cool stance, Mike.
Stance will make her dance.
Stance will make her dance. Heart,
Right.
I love all your sayings.
You're the only one, so that's nice. It's good to have you in the corner there, bud. And Mark,
Kelsey,
apparently.
now, this is Chris Graham. That's a big block mini. And that's what Mark was referring to earlier. They're going to separate the big block natural aspirated from the small block. But that tractor runs. That's a good runner. So I think we saw him in Zelwood a couple weeks ago. Who else you got, Kenzie? That's it. So far. So if you're coming, post a picture in the comments and let us know. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. So
now,
that's
Mark,
a good.
Sorry, go ahead, Mike.
No, I just go ahead, Matt. You got it, man.
Well, I was just going to say, we were talking a little bit about the track improvements, at least from the facility standpoint, too. So year after year, Mark and family work really hard to do new things to improve it. Obviously, they bought it in a little disrepair and they've got it in really good shape. The bleachers were a big thing last year and made a lot more room for friends that could get up there. It was kind of interesting because, again, they're used to their roundy rounds, right? They're circle track. So everybody was sitting down at, the end there in the beginning, and we want to spread them out a little. It's like, as an announcer, like, friends, pulling is really fun just about anywhere. That corner isn't going to do much for you. So, come on down. But the bleachers, and you're putting new lights up this year, Mark. You want to talk about that a little bit? The new sound system last year was great. Made me sound okay, which takes a lot of doing, So.
Yeah, we're putting up some new LEDs. We had some burnout metal halides, so we're gonna upgrade to some. Probably put 6 to 10 LEDs up. 1,400 watt LEDs. They're like 210,000 looms, I believe. They're big.
Yeah, if I don't get a suntan, we can work underneath those LEDs. And Ken will be there. She'll come back tan with that. So that'll be good. And then what was the other thing we kind of talked about? It was, of course, Stacy's always working with the food stand, right? Always improving that. And parking, right? So you're going to have a little better lighting. And a couple of the police officers are coming by maybe to help us out with getting folks off the road into the facility a little earlier, right? Is there anything you want maybe some spectators that are coming, that are watching this, to know about getting there early? Or what's best practice for getting there and not having any hassle?
Hide your beer if the cops help park.
So basically, if we can get people in the gate a little earlier. Last year we had them lined up out on Highway 17 for almost 2 miles, trying to get them in the gate because they all showed up at 6:25 when it started at 6:30. So we ended up not starting the event until about 7 because we wanted the people to be able to get in here and watch. We'd really like to try to keep it on time, so they can come at 4:30 and get in for free. Okay, and we're going to have a day selling wristbands early as well. I was taking orders from my wife.
Yeah,
sorry,
Stacy, just get on there. You're not that late.
Yeah, keep an eye on the Facebook page, and we'll be offering wristbands early so we can hopefully get people through a little quicker.
Oh, nice.
Little incentive to show up early and hang out in the sunshine. That sounds good.
Yeah, it's the pits are free. Come and talk to the pullers. Check out the track. Look at the sled. Get your kids pictures. Buy the tractors.
Matt, we should do a little like Monster Jam does, like a little autograph area. Hart, are you up for that?
Yeah, I'll be there. So let's do it. I don't know anybody want my autograph.
Not just you, but we should get a couple pullers to set up there by the gate and sign some autographs. That'd be kind of fun. So.
I think
Who's
it'd
this
be great.
Miranda Kelsey saying we're going to take your cash at the gate? You know her?
Yeah. If she takes it, I'll probably never see it.
You're not going to
buy the beer that night, though. That'll be nice.
Yeah.
Just take it to the bar, Miranda.
Yeah.
You have a tab.
Cool. So we get some folks in early, little incentive to show up early. That's a great idea. It's only going to alleviate things. I've been saying this every week, that the racetrack itself is quite the undertaking, but it's you and your family, and I say this on the microphone a lot too. It's like, friends, this isn't a profit sharing deal. It's not a corporate head thing. This is Mark, his wife, and the kids, as you saw Randy talking about taking the cash, from start to finish. It is the Kelsey family and us knuckleheads, as Mark, so eloquently puts. They get to hang out with them in the meantime. So, come out, have fun. It's great for the kids. It's great for the big kids. You're going to see more horsepower in some of them light supers than you'll see on anything else in Florida. and that's on the spectator side, and from the puller side, you're dealing with a person. Yeah, it's family run, but Mark's been pulling for years, and he doesn't do anything, half, one cheek in it, I'll say. So, yep, Stacy's jumping. Hi, Stacy. How are you? You can bop in.
You just saw your arm.
Oh.
Yeah, she says,
Yeah.
she says, you got Mark, but not me. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That works. There she is. There's the boss.
Yeah, the Foresters, so Dale and Corey Forrester actually bought a new modified to them and a 3-engine mod, and so they'll have it here, and it's pretty cool ride. It's got some big Ford motors on it. I believe it had 1471 blowers on it, but they had to take them off to pull more in their class up north, and I think they put 871s on it. So they're trying to get it ready. I believe the tractor come out of Canada. It's a nice tractor.
Cool.
When you worked on this track and you bought the circle track, and I've seen some pictures of it online, are they going to pull on the front stretch, or is there like an apron down on the inside? Because we see that a lot, throughout county fairs up here in the Midwest and whatnot. Are they on a separate pulling track, or have you completely reworked that? Or tell us about how you kind of adapted that and made the changes there.
So corner number 1, we're pulling right next to the stands. You're literally 10 feet from the tractor, but we have a 4-foot concrete wall. You're actually above everything. We have a 4-foot concrete wall, and then we have a 12-foot fence, for the race cars. So it's a very safe facility for pulling. I feel one of the safest I've ever been to. It's 105 foot wide from concrete to concrete. We got about 400 feet of track, but it's about a 700 foot straight. And I dig out corner number 1, and put extra blocks there to hold the actual original wall up. And then, so we start way back at, in that corner, and then we pull, towards the river. You're pulling downhill about 3 feet in the 400 foot run. So it's, easy to get going. You get a lot of speed in this track. It really does. On my farm stocker, I usually go 25 to 26.
So it does have, because I've seen several pulls where they've pulled on circle tracks before, and they'll leave, all the grades and the banks and everything on them. So this does have kind of a gradual, left to right slope on it to where you can kind of use that in your whole shot. Then is that what you're saying?
No, it's flat.
Okay.
Yeah, it's flat from one side to the other. But it's you're pulling downhill the whole way. It's not level. You're pulling downhill, so everything gets rolling easy. The guy can, with the sled settings, it's real easy for them because they can kind of let you get rolling good before they need to come on.
Yeah.
We got plenty of runoff. It's just a real safe facility, I feel.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I was just curious about how you adapted that, because I'd seen some pictures online, but that sounds awesome.
Yeah. No, I've really taken it's really set up more as a pulling track than as a circle track. It really is. The only reason I put corner number 1 back in last year was because we had AMA flat track motorcycles here. It would have just stayed flat the whole summer. So we don't race cars here anymore. It's just basically pulling, and then we do dirt drags.
Oh, okay. Yep. So the days of
Mark, do you have dirt drags after or before?
After the weekend after is dirt drags.
Okay.
14th, 15th.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Happy Valentine's Day, baby. We're going to the drag races.
There you go.
There's some pretty cool looking rigs that make that. I know that one sits there. It fired up last year and about shook the announcer stand right off the bleachers. And they're pretty cool. They got rained out last year. So hopefully, I know a lot of people are itching to see that and get back out there and have some fun with you guys.
Yes. Yep. I think it'll be a pretty good event. We had a lot of interest last year, but like he said, it got rained out.
So here we are. Yeah. You're talking about the track, Mike. It is interesting because how many circle tracks we do are at banks, right? And
Yep.
Mark went out there with the lasers and flattened all that out. And then he cuts out 4 or 5 feet there at the end out of corner one. So,
and I'm glad you answered that, because that's exactly what I was curious about, because there's kind of one of two philosophies that we see when we go to these tracks is they'll build a pulling track on the infield, the apron, which can be quite a ways away from the fans. And, Mark's talking about keeping that action closer. But then I've been places, I want to say like Jerseyville, Illinois. Well, I feel like that might be on a circle track where it's got some slant to it, and you can get up on the hill and you can dive bomb it and cross track it. And boy, if you really want to, get wild and build some speed. So just curious about how he adapted that circle track, because we see, a couple of different approaches.
Yeah, the first year we had it here, we actually rented the place, and we didn't take the corner out. We actually had one sled, and everybody was pulling from the high side to the low side. It was fun to watch, just where they'd put that sled right up tight to the wall, and I mean they'd have a run and start at this thing. It was fun to watch.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. But then we adapted to be able to run 2 sleds, so I had to flatten the whole thing out.
No, that's gonna. I like your approach, and I like your philosophy of saying we've taken this and turned it into a pulling track and plenty of runoff, and that's something I think that we're gonna see more and more and more in pulling. Build the track 450 feet, not only because we like to let these vehicles get out and run, but just for safety purposes, just to have room to accommodate for anything that could happen. So it sounds like a good spot.
Yes.
Yeah, it'd be a great way to celebrate your birthday, Mike. But apparently, you're going to be watching the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, so I guess there's that.
What are we to do? What are we to do?
Did they win again?
Yeah,
that's all we do, man. That's all we do.
You and the refs. But
hey, he's like mine. I ordered his jersey. I've got the stripes coming in for the Super Bowl. He's my favorite player on the team.
That's right. The 12th man, in Seattle is always the crowd. Now you've got 12, 13, 14 out there, but
they're all,
Taylor Swift's got to be in the Super Bowl. She's going to make her appearance. So there you go. But no, Super Bowl pulling, Satsuma, Florida. Of course, I'm going to get the dates wrong now. Is it 6-7 Mark or
7-2-2-9251? I got Mark's number memorized.
7th and 8th.
7th and 8th.
7th and 8th. Perfect. Yeah, so come on out. And again, we talked about some people that are coming early. They can stay. They can leave the toter homes out at the facility, right, Mark? And go venture around the beach or do whatever they want to and come on back and do some pulling, right?
Correct.
When are you flying down, Hart?
I will be there late Thursday night. I got an auction in Chicago, and then I get to fly out of Rockford this year, which is exciting. So I don't have to pay $700 a night to park, and I'm going to be
old hair.
That's right. Boy, they own me, man, the way it's been. But I'll be there Thursday night until early Monday morning. So we're going to have a great time. And sounds like, Corky Bells might have a little Super Bowl action happening afterwards. If Mark left anything there tonight, some of the best seafood in the world is right there. And you know what, Mark, we're going to get them to sponsor this thing eventually. So
I think we probably should. Yeah.
They should. Great time there. Good crew. How many people are you flying in to run this year? Does Stacy have that count yet, or are we still working on some numbers?
Too many is what she just said.
Too many.
Yeah, I know we've got.
Apparently, I just lost my ride.
We've got 4 or 5 coming this weekend, and then I think at least that many again fly down like Wednesday or Thursday of next week. Yeah, so
perfect.
Quite a few.
Yeah, it sounds like Jake's going to stay north this year. He's the grandson's out wrestling, going to be a champ of the world in wrestling, right?
Yeah, yep. That's the plan, I guess.
Yeah,
they have a big tournament that weekend, so he's not going to make it down.
We'll send him love from the fullpull.live, right? Like just like everybody else who can't make it, be sure to stream in there, and like Mike Idle's going to do, celebrating his birthday, and we might have to throw his number on there and have some people wish him a happy birthday.
Oh, dude, I would take live calls. And isn't it? Hey, it's a Friday night, right? And we know what Mike gets up to on Friday nights. How fun does that sound?
Beer 30.
I'm going to have Ron Stone put you on speaker, and we'll have you guest announce just from a.
I want to keep my position with the Outlaw Truck and Tractor Pulling
Yeah.
Association. Let's not, maybe don't put me on speakerphone there. So
That'll be all right. That'll be all right. I'll keep your seat warm for you. That'll be good.
Yeah.
It'll be good.
So Florida, we need you to fill the stands. Florida, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your coworkers. Satsuma, Florida is the place to be. National level pulling, as well as some more of the local talent coming in to the Just Add Dirt Motorsports Park. Mark, thank you for all that you do. Good luck. I know the next 10 days are stressful as holy hell. I'll be thinking of you, and we're going to get down there Wednesday night. So,
Okay, we'll try to have everything done by then.
yeah, he doesn't want us doing anything. And Doug wanted me to say, you're the only one who loads a sled with a backhoe or a track hoe.
Yeah, yep.
That's how good this guy is with dirt.
Pretty damn efficient too. They keep it moving. I think a lot of folks, you're going to see it on the full pull live. It's like an indoor pull. We're not dicking around. It's going to keep the iron moving. 100 hooks a night, no problem. It'll be a great time. Thanks, Mark, for jumping on too. I know these folks are tired of looking and listening to me, so it's great to have you, my friend.
Yes.
Yep. Thank you, guys.